They get born just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's a...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Prescott is going to change things up here.
2nd and 3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jacoby Myers with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
And some room to run now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, Patterson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Fields.
Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
They'll go. It's Patterson. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
On second down, Gordon once more. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Rolling to his right. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Play action. It's Fields.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Gordon is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
They go with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields.
It's complete to Williams. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Dancing to his left.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. On ill-advised throw. Back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Prescott now. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And his throw is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did him a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. Now it's Fields.
This is intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And now an audible here into something else.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Elliott on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. The Bears pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. He's on his way.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And quickly, they get to the line.
On 1st down, Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tune going to throw it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Tune to throw it now.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now Tune.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Davis Allen.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott going to change the play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Escaping the pressure right. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fields trying to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
And now the rookie's free through the middle of the field. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Second and 4. Jacoby Myers, touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Fields on first down.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end.
And, oh, it's blocked. The Steelers get it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He might take this all the way. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Pittsburgh Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.